Trevino, Johnny Trevino. Mr. Guy, you are waiting so patiently. I appreciate it. Is this an application for deferred?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court is calling 2024 CR 5449 State versus Johnny Trevino. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Tony Oriola.
Defense?
Attorney Alvarez Spilla.
And are you Mr. Trevino?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review it with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Trevino, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sorry, just give me one moment. All right, everyone, just give me one moment, please. All right, we're back on the record. Did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you understand that the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of attempted to tamper with evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of attempted tampering with the evidence with intent to impair. They're recommending deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 CR 5448. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 80 hours of community service restitution, and MRT. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged of attempted tampering, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but the court will defer finding of guilt. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we just ask that you follow our plea bargain agreement. In addition to that, since I represented Mr. Trevino, he's been trying to gainfully be employed full-time. He had worked part-time before that. And my understanding in speaking with him is he just got a job full-time and he's a plumber apprentice and he's going to be starting that soon. Prior to that, he worked for his father as a plumber apprentice as well. But I believe this job is full-time and offers him more money, more pay. He understands the charges that are before you, Judge, and he understands that he needs to follow any conditions that you give him, and most importantly, remain sober at the same time.
All right, so how have you been doing with your sobriety?
Up to today, I have been using.
All right,
I don't.
you're supposed to take it one day at a time. That's all any of us can do, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So are you in any type of sober support meetings? Are you continuing with those?
Okay. I don't go to anything, but I don't need this stuff. I don't have the problem. Like I won't be not one positive through the whole thing.
And if you're drug tested today?
But that's the only positive.
All right, what's going to happen if you're drug tested today?
It'll be a positive.
For what?
Meth.
See, so we have a problem. Don't
Yes.
worry. Here's the thing.
Sure.
I always know that when people are placed on probation, they say, you won't have any problems out of me. But I don't want you to leave here without getting some help you need to maintain your sobriety. Right now, you're shaky. So we're going to try to help you with that, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Take in consideration 2024 CR 5448. Field visits one time per month for 6 months. No contact with Jimmy Barrientos. 80 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if you complete your apprenticeship.
Yes, sir.
We're going to do a TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow all TAP recommendations. If they ask for inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. Let's do a referral to felony drug court. You need to make sure you make the appointments with them, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to order 90 sober meetings in 90 days. Do you have any children?
No, I do, but they don't live.
How old are they?
I haven't seen them in 2 years, but I pay child support.
Okay, how old are they?
I think
Are they,
15 and
okay.
10.
I'm going to order parenting classes. 2 years, deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, taking consideration 2024 CR 5448, field visits one time per month for 6 months, no contact with Jimmy Barrientos, 80 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived if he completes his apprenticeship. TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow recommendations with the exception of inpatient treatment. If the recommendation is inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. A referral to felony drug court out of custody. 90 sober meetings and 90 days and parenting classes. Thank you. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, you don't.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Judge.
welcome.
Have a seat.
Yes, and thank you for dressing appropriately.
Thanks.
All right, Moy. All right, and this is a plea to 2 cases.
Yes, Your Honor.
Each time you come before me, you have more and more tattoos. Yeah. Oh. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 1853, 2024 CR 008966, State of Texas versus Haley Moy. Moy, could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Antonio Ariola.
Defense?
Robert Gear, Your Honor.
And are you Miss Moy?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ending in 53, you're charged with evading arrest, detention vehicle. And the cause number ending in 66, and count 1, you're charged with prohibited substance or item in a correctional facility. That's a 3rd-degree felony. The evading in a vehicle is also a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment in each of those cause numbers anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
And each cause number, the court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. And each cause number, did you review the plea bargaining pages?
Yes, ma'am.
And the cause number ending in 53, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 008966. The state will take in consideration 2024 CR 1854, and there's to be restitution, if any, to Samuel Brazier, Brazier. And the cause number ending in 66, according to the plea, state is proceeding on count 1. Punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There are no applications. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 1853. The state will take in consideration 2024 CR 1854. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreements in each cause number?
Yes, ma'am.
Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same for sufficiency.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what the court will do, and that cause number, the court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 1853. I'll take in consideration 2024 CR 1854, and I'll ask for the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but maybe that can help you when you're released. And then in cause number 2024 CR 1853, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 008966, taking consideration 2024 CR 1854. And there's to be restitution, if any, to Samuel Brazier. And I'll also request the therapeutic community. Again, the therapeutic community is there to help you if you have any type of mental health issues or medical issues. So if you serve 4 years, they won't keep you because you haven't completed the therapeutic community. I do not have jurisdiction to force them to let you be in the program or to order them to place you in the program, but I think it's something that you probably need, okay? We can go off the record. How old are you?
26.
All right, you're 26. You still can turn your life around. When you were young, what did you want to be when you were thinking about what you could be in this world? Oh, what is it?
I wouldn't.
Okay, I hope it's not. Were you around when Julia Roberts had her movie out?
No.
All right, I'm just saying that because there were some people in my school, they're like, oh, I'm gonna be Julia Roberts. And I was like, that is a crazy idea. But here's the thing, what I'm telling you is you still have a chance. You're not in the twilight of your life. I'm in the twilight of my life. So you still have more of your life in front of you than behind you. So you're gonna have to make some changes. And this whole thing with inserting drugs and going to the jail with it, you could have died. And then the person who, this is how far addiction will take you, right? The person who got, had vomiting and everything, they actually took some of that drugs from you. That's what they're saying, that you uninserted it and gave them some and they got sick. So when you think about that, when you get clean and sober, you're just going to be like, who would do that, right? So when you go to prison, if I'm still here, when you get out of prison, if you need a place to stay, of course, you won't be staying with me, but if you need housing or you need help with drugs or whatever, you can come back here and I will pick up the phone and find a place for you, okay?
Okay.
And do not put any more tattoos on your face, okay? And don't get involved with anybody who wants you to put their name on your face. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May I
You're
be
welcome.
excused?
Do you have a dismissal?
Yes, Judge.
I think you may be the last person who was able to get a trial court certification. We run out. I see you wearing your I voted sticker.
Yes, Your Honor, I was voted at lunchtime.
Oh my God. I went on the very first day and the lines were so long, it took me 30 minutes. Oh, you and Mr. Cox are matching. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 007532, State versus Dino Acosta. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harry Salem.
Defense?
Brandon Lopez.
And are you Mr. Acosta?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with theft of property, $30,000 to $150,000? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
I did, Your Honor.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney?
I did, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
I did.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed. Off the record, state, are you opposing both his applications for community supervision and deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're back on the record. So according to the plea bargain agreement, The state is asking that your punishment be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. They're opposing applications for community supervision or deferred adjudication. They're asking that restitution be paid to the complainants in this case. Did you understand that to be the plea?
I did, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
State, any evidence?
Should be contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
All right, states, you may be excused.
Your Honor.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. We're off the record. So the state is opposed. If you would like, I can reset this for, a shorter time and make a decision based upon any criminal history that the state wants to present to me and any witnesses that you have to present. Otherwise, it will be 8 weeks.
Your Honor, I'm gonna choose the latter. He works on a oil platform offshore, and so the longer time frame for the reset would be beneficial to scheduling coming back.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need a date for PSI and TAP evaluation. All right, December 19th.
And Your Honor, as far as the PSI and the TAP, are those available via Zoom? Do you know?
Ms. Abrams, are they able to do that by Zoom? All right, we'll do it by Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Is there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. So, was your mom a big fan of Dean Martin?
That's where it comes from.
Yes.
Ma'am.
All right, see, I like Dean Martin too.
I didn't pick up on that.
No, she nailed it right in the head.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day.
All right, you too. Garnica. All right, where are we on this case? Why are we here? I think we have a violation report.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, it says you're using alcohol.
I was under medication. I was taking NyQuil and then some cough drops such like Robinson and Vicks.
All right, so here's the thing. Everybody knows when you're on a bond or probation for a DWI, you can't drink NyQuil. Everybody knows NyQuil has alcohol. I don't know anybody on the planet except for newborns who don't know that NyQuil has alcohol in it. So you know you're not supposed to be taking that. Do you understand?
Yes.
What do you want to do with this violation report?
I wasn't sure, Judge, if the substance abuse treatment had been ordered after the last report. If it hasn't, they would ask that be added on.
Okay. All right, so what's going to end up happening is there's still going to be full house arrests. You're still going to continue with the in-home breathalyzer, no driving. There's still going to be random testing, and I'm going to order the substance abuse treatment outpatient. I'm going to ask that the fees be waived. There's going to be 120 sober meetings in 120 days. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do not come back here again saying that you drank NyQuil or whatever you're drinking. You had better start looking at bottles and seeing if there are alcohol that is in them. And if you have an alcohol problem, I can tell you that people who have alcohol problems or substance abuse issues, if you let the doctor know that you're in a treatment program, they will find something for you to take that does not have addictive substances in them or alcohol in them. Do you understand?
Mhm.
Is there anything that you do not understand that I'm telling you?
Mhm.
All right, do not come back here again for this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, and thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care.
All right. Juan Ramirez. Paul Ramirez. All right, all right, come forward. We'll take up Juan, then we'll take up Paul. Court is calling 2024 CR 009140 State versus Juan Daniel Ramirez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Gearhead, you're all.
Defense?
Leslie Sacrinovich.
And are you Mr. Ramirez? Counsel, have you received all of the discovery?
I had to.
Did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. And my understanding, there's no application?
That's correct.
Did you review the indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
There's not really, was there any enhancements on that?
Yes.
We'll waive the enhancements.
Any objection? And Maria,
Yes.
whenever you need a break, just let me know. I can't see over my computer, so I can't see your face. Did you understand you're charged with tampering with an electronic monitoring device as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 8 months in the state jail facility. There's a $1,500 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, sir.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, we are.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Other than giving credit for time served.
All right, the court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 8 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. This is nonsense, right? You're living with your mom. If your mom doesn't want your girlfriend there, then she doesn't stay there. I don't know what you don't get about that. And you are, how old are you?
42.
You need to have your own place if you want to be bringing your girlfriend somewhere. You understand? Do better. How old are you?
42.
42? All right. I didn't hear you the first time. I didn't know if you said 41 or what. Here's the thing. 42, I can tell you this because I'm in the twilight of my life. At 42, time goes by so quickly. You're going to wake up and find that you spent a majority of your time at the prison. If you don't want your life to be at a prison forever, then you're going to have to change your ways. And if your mom accepts you to live in her household, you really need to apologize to her, because I'm sure she had people come knocking on her door at midnight because you've cut off a monitor. You understand? All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now we have Paul Anthony Ramirez. And after Paul Anthony Ramirez, it will be Gill. Court is calling 2024 CR 009393, State of Texas versus Paul Anthony Ramirez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
And are you Mr. Ramirez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they're letting you guys have rubber bands and stuff at the,
No.
I think that's considered contraband, so you may want to check, because otherwise they're going to take away your privileges
Okay.
for using that, okay? Read, I don't know if they still give out handbooks at the jail, but if they do, you need to read that, because the wrapping around your hair, that's considered contraband. All right, counsel, you've received all of the discovery?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ramirez, did you review the application for community supervision?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
I know you're waiving count one and proceeding on count two.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand in count two, you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you could both sign that. Did you understand?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration county court cost number 636209. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years and there be a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged in count 2, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I would just pray the court to follow the plea agreement.
All right. How old are you?
27.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
So who do you live with?
Right now, my mother.
All right. Do you have employment?
No, ma'am.
When's the last time you were employed?
2017. 18.
So how are you supporting yourself?
I just got out of prison.
All right. And who is Faith Contreras to you?
That's a family friend.
All right. So she is no longer a family friend because I'm gonna order that you have no contact with her. You understand? Your situation in reading these facts could have turned out very badly. It doesn't go well when it's 2 people get in a car, there's a sword in the car and people have drugs. You understand?
Yes,
I mean, no, that's what they said. The police pulled you over and there's a sword in the vehicle. And you all have drugs. And obviously somebody was high because there was a pipe in the vehicle as well. So you get pulled over, you all are driving around with a sword. It's not the purge. So there's no reason to have a sword. You understand? How far did you go in school?
10th, 11th grade.
Why did you drop out?
Well, I left 6th grade. I
Why?
got tried as an adult.
I'm sorry?
I got tried as an adult when I was 14.
Ah, okay. Wait, 6th grade, that's 14 years old now?
That's how old I was. 6th, 7th grade.
It's, Your Honor, that, I believe it, he's,
No, I'm just wondering.
background's been pretty, but he was tried as an adult, I believe, at 14, and, he was, he had been locked up since he was 21 for that same offense.
Okay. Do you want to go back to prison?
No, man.
All right, so that means that even though however you ended up where you've ended up, dropping out at 6th grade, being tried as an adult, here's your shot to better yourself and not spend the rest of your life in prison, okay?
Sure.
So this is what I'm going to do. Sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 6 years. Take in consideration county court cause number 636209. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person regular random UAs, field visits 1 time per month for 6 months, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care with minors. I'm going to order 200 hours of community service restitution. If he obtains his GED or some type of trade school certificate, 100 hours will be waived. There's to be no contact with Faith Garcia Contreras. There's to be a gang evaluation. How often were you using drugs?
Just recently, just.
All right, here's the thing. You need to be honest with me because,
I just barely got out of prison, so
okay.
it was only like a matter of like 3-4 weeks.
All right, and how often were you using though? You get out of prison, you meet with this Faith Garcia Contreras person. How often had you been using? When you,
Like every other day.
all right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a TAP evaluation in custody. Let me just tell you, the TAP evaluation in custody takes about 2 weeks. I don't know much about his criminal history other than what I see in the system. I'm also gonna see about a referral to felony drug court. They may not accept you for gang affiliation reasons, you understand? We can go off the record. So here's the thing. I know there are some things you may not understand since you've been locked up since 6th grade. But this is what I want to tell you, and I want you to listen to me very closely. Obviously, the state wants you to succeed. Your attorney wants you to succeed. I want you to succeed. That's why I gave you this chance on probation. But you got to want it for yourself. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in Texas, there comes a point in time, if you pick up another case, you're habitual. That means that your minimum is 25 years. So you're going to have to be on the straight and narrow. And anytime you think about doing something, you know, hanging out with gang members, I understand at the age of 6th grade that sometimes when you go to prison, you have to affiliate in order to survive and have a not decent life at the prison, but be able to come out hopefully safe physically. I understand that, but you're going to have to put that behind you. And do not get any more facial tattoos. And the reason why I tell you that is because when you're trying to get employment, when you're meeting people, they will see that and they will think certain things. You understand?
I know, Your Honor.
All right. And in this court, communication is key. If you need something, let your probation officer know. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and we'll see what we can do. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor, and
Yes.
he's been in custody for about 120 days or so. Would the court give that consideration and let him get out to take his TAP evaluation or do TAP in custody?
No, he's going to do the TAP in custody. And let me explain to you why I want you to do the TAP in custody. Because immediately when you got out of prison, you started using a lot of drugs. And I know when people are locked up and they're released, they say, you know what? I'm never going to be back here again. I'm sure when you got released out of prison, you're like, I'm going to be on the straight and narrow. I'm not going to let this happen again. I will not put my life in jeopardy that way. But immediately when you got out of prison, what did you do? You got with this Faith Garcia Contreras person and you all are driving around in a vehicle with a sword in meth. So many things could have went wrong for you guys. You understand? So this is to help you help yourself. All right?
No.
All right. Good luck to you.